Well, hello, hello, hello. You know, I was not going to go live today. I was not going to come on today because I'm like super, super tired. But I wanted to take a nap because it's probably what it's going to be for me. It's going to be a nap to try and catch up on some sleep. And I'm like, I'm supposed to go live. And no, uh, I committed and I committed to myself. So I really want to keep the commitment to myself. And then I had said on here that, I'm going to go live every day at 6 o'clock. Yeah, no, I know I'm late because I was contemplating. And then I was contemplating even changing my tops because I was like, when I wear a different color than other than the purple, uh, and I'm going to show it. Ha ha ha. Well, let me say this. My name, for those who don't know, I'm Teresa T. L. Matthew. I am the founder of SAIR Nutritional Therapy. That's SAIR Nutritional Therapy, stands for Sugar Addiction is Real. And you can get a free nutritional assessment or fat loss assessment. Remember, we say fat loss here, but you can get that at sairnt.com. Just click on About and follow the screen on down. I'm also the founder and CEO of Some Foods, the maker of Some Sweet. Now, if I sound tired, I already told you guys I'm tired, right? I call this slits for eyeballs, when you squint and stuff, but I'm trying to squint, so I'll keep my eyes open, but I don't want to look really, really crazy. But I had said that if I was wearing a different color than the purple, because we're going to talk about Some Foods here, that's the Some Foods, Some Sweet Plus. It's 100% of sweetest sugar. It's a 0-calorie sweetener, one of the best ones on the market. This is Some Sweet Original. It is 70% of sweetest sugar. Also available is Some Sweet Confectioners, 100% of sweetest sugar, and this is your powdered sugar. And Some Sweet Brown, 100% sweetest sugar, and of course this is your brown sugar. So I had said that when I wear a different color shirt, aside from the colors of the packaging, because I wear shirts that match the packaging to remind us of the product, that when I wear a different color shirt aside from the color of the packaging, you can go over to our website and you can get a discount of some sort. There's some sort of reward over there for viewing. It is good until midnight. And if you just type in DIF, DIF, shirt, SHIRT, DIF shirt, in your coupon, that is the coupon code, and you'll see whatever you're going to get. All right, and that's valid and good until midnight. Now, I did notice some questions that popped up over there on the Some Sweet website, and because there's a little icon down there that says ask a question. That's not always monitored, and it may take 24 hours for you to get a response back. So if you have something that's really pressing, you might want to reach out to us via email at info@somesweet.com. But yeah, that's not always monitored. I have to do it myself. It's a one woman show here. Okay. Um, but that's not always monitored. So, you might want to just reach out to us over at info@somesweet.com, and it will come over faster. And SumSweet is SUM, package here, SUMSWEET.com. Okay. So remember, those are the best tasting sweeteners on the market, the most spectacular sweeteners on the market. If you are living in a sugar addicted body and you want to quit eating sugar and you do not want to experience withdrawal symptoms, get you some of this. Get you some of this. Okay? That's all. Enough said. Get you some of this. All right? All right. So I said I was going to talk to you. I was going to record a video yesterday and said I was going to do about fiber, but I was really tired. You ever get really good news? Like you get good news, but the news is just like so good that it's like overwhelming, and then it's like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, what you gonna do? It's like, oh my, I've been praying for this, and then all of a sudden you get what you pray for, and then that's why I say be careful what you pray for. But you get what you pray for, and then it's like overwhelming. That's what happened to me. On top of the backed up toilet, the water heater going out, and you know, all of that, leaving my glasses at the gym and having to go drive back and forth and then drive all the way across to town, the state, to go pick up my daughter. It's been like really, really crazy. And, so, I mean, stressful kind of thing. And then I get some good news, some good stress news. Uh, and that just kind of like, wow, okay, 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 okay. So I'm really tired today, but I'm doing this, keeping my word. We're going to talk about fiber. Fiber is really, really important and it's often overlooked. Um, so we forget to pay attention to the amount of fiber that's in our diet. We don't pay attention. We forget about it. We don't think about it. We don't think about fiber unless you're one of those people who takes a fiber supplement. Then you might know a little bit more about it. It seems like, it may seem like fiber is just a little irrelevant and, you know, all of that. But fiber is very important to your health because it keeps your digestive system on track, keeps everything moving. You have to drink plenty of water when you are consuming extra fiber, but it keeps everything moving and it keeps you full longer, which is very, very important because for those of us who are trying to lose fat, you want to stay full longer, especially if eating is your problem. So if you eat extra and you eat extra, then you want to have some extra fiber in your system to keep you full longer. Also, it prevents blood sugar spikes. Now, remember, I said I might have said this before because we're still real new, so I might not have gotten around to saying that here. But and if you're new here, welcome, welcome. Glad to have you. If you're watching this in the future, welcome, welcome. Glad to have you. Now, back to the fiber. Remember, I say that every time you eat, your blood sugar spikes. So there are some benefits to eating one meal a day, right? Because you only have one blood sugar spike per day, or 2 meals a day, because that's two blood sugar spikes. But if you eat 6 meals a day, you're going to have 6 blood sugar spikes. Now, remember, I said you want to kind of offset those blood sugar spikes with having things like protein that'll keep you from spiking so high. But if you have a breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and in between meals snack that is full of carb or high in sugar, you're going to have a very good blood sugar spike. And that blood sugar spike is signaling for your body to usher out the insulin, fat storing hormone, to gather up that blood sugar, get it out of your blood, send it into the cells for storage. So it's going to be storage for either energy for in your muscles, your glycogen stores, and things like that. But if you're insulin resistant, you already got plenty of that there, and it's like, mm-mm. So the only place for it to go is to the fat cells, and so the fat cells say, "Come on, come on, come on in," and and then you just really just literally just have too much free insulin running around in your blood. That's what it means to be insulin resistant. Insulin sensitive means that your insulin does exactly what it's supposed to do, and there's no extra left over. But when you're insulin resistant, you have extra left over. So your fat cells are getting it. Your muscle cells, the rest of the cells of your body say, "We're good." Fat cells say, "Come on, come on." Okay, and then you just have a lot of extra insulin still in your blood because it just can't absorb it all and take it all up. So you still have a little extra all the time. So fiber is good for that because it helps prevent those blood sugar spikes. So we're going to talk about today some high fiber foods that you should eat, fairly regular, and eat them pretty often, and they're good, some of them. Now, I'm not going to say everything is my favorite, but you might prefer some of these. um, you might not like the ones I like, and you might prefer something different. And you know it's up to you what your taste buds like. But so let's get into them. Let's talk about number one. Let's start with one of my favorites, broccoli. I love broccoli. I make I make this broccoli cauliflower um, salad, and it's really good. So if you want the recipe for that, just put a note in the chat if you want the recipe for that, and I'll get the recipe. Because I have said before, I don't necessarily measure everything. I just kind of till the ancestors say enough. Okay, so all right. So, but I will try and pull together a recipe to share with you all. So just, put a note in the comments below if you want that. Just comment below that you would like to have that recipe, and I'll get that for you. So anyway, so the first vegetable we're talking about is broccoli. Broccoli is delicious. I love it. Okay. So so if you are so broccoli is part of the cruciferous vegetable family, so it's one of the most nutrient dense foods on the planet. I'm tired, sorry. It's one of the most nutrient dense foods on the planet. So it's very, very good for you. Has loads of vitamin C, um, antioxidants, folate, and iron. And I love broccoli. I love it. If I used to boil it to death when I was younger, but I discovered steamed broccoli is very, very delicious with just a little butter and salt. I love it that way. It could be something to do with the getting older and the taste buds, but I actually love it that way. But again, you get loads of vitamin C, antioxidants, folate, and iron. And remember, if you're tracking your micronutrients, you want to know that you're getting those in, okay, every day. Yeah, it's got oh, let me see. It's got potassium and manganese in it as well. So, and you get about because we're talking about fiber, but you get about 3 grams of fiber in a cup of broccoli. And that's not a whole lot. I mean, that's not a whole lot of broccoli. You could easily do 2 cups of broccoli. I mean, well, I could, easily do that, because once it's cooked, it's not, it's a lot. And I will sit there, I'll eat it raw. So I like raw broccoli as well as cooked broccoli. But you get 3 grams of fiber in 1 cup of broccoli. Okay, so and that's a fairly good amount of fiber for something. Okay. The next one is going to be artichoke. Now, I don't necessarily like artichoke. Well, actually, I've never had artichoke. So, have you ever had artichoke? If you've had it, go ahead and share it down below in the comments if you've had artichoke and if you like it. I don't necessarily like it, but I hear that, a lot of people like it, and it's a, fairly exquisite type of food. But let's talk about how much fiber you get in there and the minerals and things in there as well. Um, yeah, it's kind of exotic, but it has a lot of fiber in it. One artichoke gives you about 7 grams of fiber. And that's what I think about when I think about artichoke, because you have to peel out, you have to eat the heart of it, and you have to peel off those outer layers, the choke layers. So I think about fiber when I think about artichoke, but it's not one of those things that I personally have really ever enjoyed. I think I might have had it one time, um, but it might be time to revisit it. But I'm really scared of the choke part. So, but you know, you just want to make sure that you get it peeled, and so you have if you the best way to cook that artichoke is to steam it or boil it. That's the best way to do it, to release those antioxidants so that they're readily available to you. Um, the next one is Brussels sprouts. Now, I can remember as a kid not liking Brussels sprouts at all. I don't know anybody who really likes Brussels sprouts. But I see a lot in the vegan community that they are loving on Brussels sprouts. I mean, because hey, they're vegan, so you have to get a lot of good sources of vitamins and minerals. And I see that a lot are love recipes for Brussels sprouts, but they're a distant cousin to broccoli, and they're full of nutrients and fiber, just like broccoli. I think of Brussels sprouts as like little cabbages. So you get loads of antioxidants with Brussels sprouts as well. You get vitamin K, potassium, and folate. It's also in there. It's a cruciferous vegetable, just like broccoli. Um, and 1 cup of raw Brussels sprouts is going to give you over 3 grams of fiber. So that's another way to get some fiber in. Eat 1 cup of Brussels sprouts if you can. I don't know. It used to be bitter tasting to me. Maybe it's better. I liken it to like a baby cabbage. That's what I think of when I think of it. And I love cabbage. Absolutely love cabbage. Um, you can you can roast them, put balsamic vinegar on them. Those are some of the ways that you can cook them. Um, The next thing would be tomatoes. Now, I absolutely love tomatoes. I eat tomatoes every day. I eat cherry tomatoes. Now, I used to the kind of tomatoes that I like to get when I'm going to put in my salad is I like to get the Roma tomatoes. Now, I used to like to get the big beefsteak tomatoes, but sometimes I find that they get really, like soggy like in the middle, and I like a nice firm tomato. Ooh, green tomatoes. Ooh, just thought about that. Fried green tomatoes, but depending on what you can handle, you might not be able to eat fried foods, but fried green tomatoes, oh my gosh, I remember those. Um, yeah, but anyway, back to tomatoes. Um, they're good in soups and sauces. We already know that. Lots of your antioxidants, vitamin K, vitamin C, potassium, folate, and it's full of fiber as well. You get 2 grams of fiber in 1 cup of chopped tomatoes. Okay, that's 2 grams of fiber in 1 cup of chopped tomatoes. And I love tomatoes. The best way to get the nutrients out of the tomato to get the nutrients out of the tomatoes is to roast them or to cook them in some sort of way, because that increases the level of antioxidants in the tomatoes. Let's see. Oh, I'll go with one more. How about that? Maybe two. Um, beans, kidney beans. Now I know we used to have that old saying, beans, beans, but I absolutely love beans and kidney beans in particular. So um, they're very popular. It's the most popular legume that there is, and you can add them to so many dishes. So, but kidney beans are like absolutely delicious. I make I taught my daughter how to make it, and it's like one of her favorite things to do in the winter. Um, is to make a taco soup, and it consists of like maybe 5 types of beans that we put in there. We put, let's see, a black kid. I'm sorry, a black bean, a red kidney bean, a pink kidney bean, and a white kidney bean. So that's 4. And then what is the other bean? There's a black bean. Maybe it's just 4 beans in there. I have to think about what the other bean is, because I know I don't usually use pintos. So, but I know I use black beans. Black beans. Oh, it's a dark red kidney bean. So that's what it is. It's a dark red kidney bean, a red kidney bean, um, a pink kidney bean, and a white kidney bean, which is actually called cannellini beans. And that goes in there along with some corn if you want, some tomatoes, and your seasoning and your whatever type of meat that you would want to have. And you cook all that down, and it makes a very nice, hearty um, soup. It's our alternative to chili, but I also make my chili that way as well. So I just switch the spices. So if I'm making taco soup, I use taco spice. If I'm making chili, I use chili spices. And they're a little bit the same, but a little bit not. And so that gives you a great big huge pot of hearty chili or taco soup. Oh, and so about the fiber that's in the beans. So, um, kidney beans, they have a lot of vitamins and minerals. So you also get the same thing. You get potassium, magnesium, vitamin B6, you get iron, you get all of those same micronutrients in there. And 1 cup of kidney beans gives you 12 grams of fiber. So very, very rich in fiber. Okay. And you can eat them. I mean, I gave an example of a wintertime recipe, but you could also just if you had a salad, you could just throw some beans over the top of your salad. If you're going to get them in, you can get canned beans, and you can just take some beans and put them over the top of your salad, or make a taco salad and add the beans to that. Now, when I do a taco salad, I normally like to add black beans, but you can add kidney beans or any other type of bean that you want. But again, kidney beans gives you uh, 12 grams of fiber for just 1 cup. All right. And let's see. Oh, another one that I love, lentils. I love lentils. I taught my daughter how to make lentils. And remember, if you're a Bible reader, you probably read in the Bible about a red lentil soup bought a birthright. If you're a Bible reader, you know that story. But yeah, lentils are very good. They're filled with fiber, iron, magnesium, and B vitamins. Very, very good. And they're good with the potassium, protein, and zinc, and they keep you full for a long time. And one cup of 1 cup of cooked lentils is 13 grams of fiber. See? Now, that's how we're going to end this up today. 13 grams of fiber. So if we go back with what we've talked about, just those few things, we have loads and loads of fiber in just those few things. But we could also, there are other high fiber foods, and you just want to look at them and see that you're getting fiber in your diet. Add extra fiber in your diet. Oh, another great one is popcorn. You know those holes on the popcorn. That is just great fiber. So you're getting a lot of fiber with that. So I'm going to stop there today because it's going on 25 minutes, and I'm talking really, really slow because I'm not really, really hyped today. But those are just some tips of some foods that you could eat to give you some fiber. And I'm going to give you just one bonus more. Just one. because this is one that I think that everybody could probably really appreciate, or a lot of people would really appreciate this one. And that is going to be, that's going to be chocolate, dark chocolate. You wouldn't have thought that chocolate would have fiber in it, huh? Now, it has fiber in it. Yes, it does. Dark chocolate with at least 70% cocoa. Um, the darker the chocolate, the greater the health benefits. Now, I am not a super fan of dark chocolate, but man, some of it is really good. But and we actually make a dark chocolate um, ourselves. Well, some foods makes a dark chocolate. We've been R&Ding on that, and that's going to be released in the very near future. But a dark chocolate that's going to be sugar free. All right, but dark chocolate. Um, if it's about 95 grams of or 95%, sorry, 95% cocoa, 95% chocolate, it will give you 3 grams of fiber. So, I mean, that's a lot of fiber. So, per 100 grams of dark chocolate, you'll get 11 grams of fiber. Isn't that amazing? Chocolate! Chocolate! You will get 11 grams of fiber and 100 grams of chocolate. So, it's rich in antioxidants and it will help lift your mood. I probably should have me a little piece of chocolate, don't you think? To help lift my mood. Yeah. But don't get the ones that's loaded with sugar at all. So, yeah, that's gonna make it kind of hard, huh? Because just about every chocolate out there is going to be loaded with sugar. And if you get the alternative, the sugar, get a sugar-free chocolate, it's probably going to be made with I think maltitol or some other sweetener. And some of those sweeteners do spike your blood sugars and they give you the trots, right? So you want to really be careful with that. But, you know, keep your eyes open and peeled for when we release our dark chocolate, because it is going to be sugar-free. And sugar free, high in fiber, man, that's going to be the best thing, right? So I'll leave you with that one. I'm sorry it's not ready yet, but keep your eyes open and we'll be ready. All right. So that's it for today. Again, if you want to get a nutritional assessment, you can go over to sairnt.com, click on About, and go down the page, and you'll see the nutritional assessment there as well as the fat loss assessment. If you want to get a hold of product, you can go to sumsweet.com, SUMSWEET.com, and get and order your sweetener. Now, because I am not wearing a jewel tone shirt, I am not wearing some sweet colors today, you can get, there's a discount code and it'll tell you what the discount is. It is the code is DIFSHIRT, DIF shirt. If you type that, put that in the coupon code, where it asks for a coupon, type that in. That's the coupon code for today. It is valid until midnight, and you can get whatever it is on that coupon. Okay, so that's it for today. I'm sleepy. I'm going to take a nap. And I'm sorry. I apologize for being sluggish, but I'm trying to keep the commitment to come on and go live. And so I did it. Yay! Now I'm going to sleep. Have a good night. God bless everybody.